Hi, where are we headed today? We are headed to a place where the signs are so clear that even I, on a bad day, can't ignore them. But there's a reason for it. It is because there's a whole lot going on at Jamaica Station. So today I'm going to try and unravel a little bit of it. Join me, Terry Dixon, for an adventure for anyone. And today it's Transportation Tuesday, and we're going to talk about Jamaica Station. Now there is more than meets the eye going on, but look at these signs. Is there anything that's not going on at Jamaica Station? Underground, you've got 3 subways. At ground level, you've got buses. Above that, you've got trains, and so on. It's out here, and this is where you catch the air train. So you can take the E subway or go down and take the J or Z out. You can also take the Long Island Railroad from Grand Central, Penn Station, or Barclays over in Brooklyn. One of the things you're going to find really confusing here, like I said, is those multi-levels. Subways underground, buses on the street, one up is the train, and further up is that air train over to JFK. And we talked about the air train over to JFK last week. It is a circle that goes around. You can also catch it off the A train over at Howard Beach. We'll talk about that another time. It is $8.75 to take that train from those stations and to those stations. So you pay $8.75 when you get on the air train at a connection like Howard Beach or Jamaica Station. That's the only time you pay. You also pay when you get off at these places. Around the airport, you don't pay. Now, as you can see, Jamaica Station here, it is huge. The subway, the Long Island Railroad, the massive bus stops underneath it all, and that air train. And there's just so much going on. So when you enter from the street, it's very different than coming off of one of the modes of transportation. You go in, this is an old station. It's been here a really long time, and it has had to adapt as things have changed over the years. But everything is so clearly marked. I love that about it. It's very hard to get lost there. There are restrooms in that station. You don't get that everywhere on the subway system or on the train system, so take advantage of that. Here you have elevators. Please use them if you have luggage. They really frown on dragging it up and down escalators. You find your timetables for the railroad up on top. Here you're actually 2 levels up, and you go down 1 level to the trains. There's escalators and elevators going up and down to the train platforms. Now, outside from way up there, you can see Jamaica Center. This is a very busy area. There's so much going on. Eat, drink, all kinds of transportation. It is a working neighborhood. You're not going to find anything touristy here. Working neighborhood. But this is how a lot of people get around, going into and out of the city, going to and from the airport. It's a busy, busy place. Now, what is this station actually called? Because if you're on the subway, you're going to find that there's a Jamaica Center and there's another Jamaica. Now, even though freight trains and everything flow through this place, there are 2 places called Jamaica on the subway line. This one is Sutphin Boulevard and Archer Avenue. This is your stop if you need to transfer to pretty much anything in the area, especially that air train. It's the only place it runs from. Now, the train from Barclays is Long Island Railroad, but it's known as the Barclays Shuttle. So just if you happen to catch it over there, that's what it's going to be called, or it's going to be called the LIRR band. As I said, this is also where you can go over and you can board that air train. The $8.75 is in from the subway station, out from the subway station. You can use your Omni card or you can tap your credit card. It's up to you how you do that one. Now, as we talked last week, these air trains, they take you all around the airport, all 8 terminals, all parking lots, all connectors. It's great, and it's a great way to get around. You don't want to drive. But as I said, when you are in this station, you need to follow these signs. They're going to point you every which way that you might need to go. And it's a big station. You come in on that subway and you want to make sure it says Sutphin Boulevard, Archer Avenue when you get off, or you might be in Jamaica Center, which might not be where you want to go. And it's just a great thing. I mean, if you are taking one of these old subways around, I do this all the time. This is my second home, folks. Beat up old subways all over the 5 boroughs. There they are. You know, it's just what they're used for. But Jamaica Station, it's a great connecting place. You can get out there for $7.25 on the Long Island Railroad, $3 for your subway. You can go out on the J or the Z or the E, and you can take those Long Island Railroads from any of those 3 stations out here. You can catch that air train or go on your way elsewhere. So remember, there's a lot going on here. This is why. Follow the signs. Follow those signs. And I want to thank you for joining me, because this is a bit of an odyssey in this station. And I hope that this helps people get around, get to the airport and back. And as I said, follow these signs. There's so many of them. But thank you so much for joining me today.